It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday night.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see
at the 19. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give right side. McClellan. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot.
And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the counter, this is Robinson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to the ground with Robinson. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with it.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9 now. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start out here with the option left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down now, McClellan, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw here.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Taken down at the 42.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
2nd down and 8.
Off the bootleg, Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Daniels. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. McClellan, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
With a 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
This 2nd and 4.
Off play action. Daniels. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. This a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points.
And here now come the Falcons. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Got an open man, it's Washington. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 1. And he'll get it right back to Washington. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get... No, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half.
5-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 2nd down, McClellan. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still, you've been controlling the game, but why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Falcons! Jamal Mooney, 62 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
If you're looking for and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play, that's big time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
From the 41, here's second down and 3. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running on first down, Eckler.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 17 there. Good for a Commanders first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
To throw on second down, Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off the play fake, Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Robinson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr.
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back.
Play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand A field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this throw caught left side, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Here's a ball thrown right side and complete, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
On first down, McClellan. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching, offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Charlie Warner there to make the grab. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to state.
And we just saw we have a brand-new ball game, and now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. As they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's got this down to the 35. Well, they have had no answer to this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a tune game that he's been having.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they...
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice...
Got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. Now, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his pass catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. McClellan. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Most of their damage has been done through a nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. McClellan. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, and there's has a diving catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime is kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Touchdown, Falcons! Now a first throw here in overtime. That one downfield for Dotson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give him a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive.
Take that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding Washington. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McClellan, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. He's padding his already great numbers here at overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been. Now a handoff up the middle. McClellan, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, How about that come from behind victory?